What's up, guys? This is Wednesday afternoon. It's already past 5 o'clock. We're heading out the door in a few minutes to our Aravaipa group run. But first, I got something in the mail. This is pretty awesome. It's from Bellevue, Washington. It's addressed to Aravaipa and to me. Priority mail. And in here, I got this sweet pair of socks. Check these out. It's ostrich. These are pretty rad. Pleased to meet you. We make a great pair. These are knee-high. These are awesome. And a note, it says, Jamil, saw these and thought you might like them. They aren't from Target, but hopefully they work just as well. Enjoy, a longtime fan. Thank you so much, whoever sent these to me. It's really nice. This is awesome. I'm going to rock these a lot because I don't have very many pairs of socks. In fact, check this out right here. Look at this. I'm wearing mismatched socks. They're both greenish. One's Belega, one is Brooks. And check out this hole right there. You see my heel. So that's cool. I really appreciate this. I don't know who sent this to me, but thank you so much. What else is going on right now? I wanted to do a quick Q&A because I received a few questions on Twitter that I have not answered, and I promised that I would answer them. So I'm going to attempt to find them now. All right, here we go. Finally found it. We said, a novice runner, this is on Twitter, hey Jamil, how about a Q&A video sometime in the near future? Any plans for another run in Europe this year? Well, yes, in fact, I am coming to the UTMB series of races again for the third year, and I'm going to be running the TDS, which is about 125 kilometer version of those races, starts in Courmayeur and heads kind of like generally reverse of the UTMB and CCC routes. It actually doesn't follow a lot of the UTMB course, I think parts of it, but it is considered to be more technical and tougher than that. So yeah, that's my only European plans this year. I'm going to be up in Colorado a lot as I just am starting my training for Hardrock. So let's see if I think we got some other questions as well. We got from Professor Dr. Owen Fenton, a video of Jam Jam in character running an ultra would be cool. It's not really a question, but a suggestion. So maybe that will happen. That would be pretty funny. But yeah, that kind of opens up another thought I had recently. So I was looking back at my ultra sign-up results from the last couple of years, and I noticed that literally, I think it was San Diego 100 2014. That was like the last time, besides a couple of shorter 25K races, that like I really raced well and raced for myself. Like I got second that year. I probably could have won the race if I hadn't taken a wrong turn early on. I had to add about 6 miles to my run. I missed an aid station and ran right past it. Ever since then, the races I've done, even including Barkley a couple times, I just didn't have that great a performance. I always would sleep during the race. All kinds of things would happen that would just keep me from kind of fulfilling what I feel is a good performance for me. That's been pretty disappointing. And the other flip of the coin is the other runs I did that maybe went okay. I was either running with someone else or I was doing a mountain outpost challenge. So there was always something else involved that would slow me down or be more of the objective than just competing as an athlete. And I'm really missing that. I'm missing, the athlete Jamil, because I've become, obviously done a lot of focus on the business and race directing and now a lot of this video content. That's become more of what I've been doing, but there's still a big part of me that knows I'm a good athlete and I haven't fulfilled my potential that I think I know I have. And I want to kind of, I guess, shift my priorities a little bit. I would love to get that component back a little bit more. So while it would be fun to do Jam Jam character as a running race, I think I need to hold off on that until I achieve some of my other personal running goals. Alyssa Schmidt, at I am verbing nouns. I'd love to hear about your first few ultras and the experience of training for your first. So that was goes back to 2005 is when I trained up for my first ultra. I found out about the Across the Years 24, 48, 72 hour, and it just seemed so crazy to run for 1 to 3 days. I just immediately knew I had to try it. So I signed up for the 24-hour run that year. And leading up to that, I wanted to get a couple other ultras in. So I did a 12-hour night run that is coincidentally the same event that we have this weekend. This is called the Hot Foot Hamster, and it is a 12-hour. We also have 24-hour this weekend, but I just did a 12-hour night run at Nardini Manor, which is about 45 minutes from here in Buckeye, Arizona. It's around this old country manor, and 500-meter loops, and you just do them as many as you want in that fixed amount of time. So I ended up with about 55 miles that very first ultra that I ran. Great experience. I mean, there was no pressure to do any certain sort of miles. I had done one marathon before that. It was several months prior, and shortly after that, I did, about a month later, the Man Against Horse 50 miler. Ended up placing second at that one, which was like, I was shocked that I did well, even though there's only 20 people in the whole race. I was super proud of myself for doing that. A lot of my training leading up to that event was just getting out there and running every day, running for an hour a day, just consistency. I didn't have a coach or a plan or really any idea of what I was doing, other than I knew I needed to run quite a bit. But it's amazing what you can do off just desire. Like, I just wanted it. So leading into the 24-hour then, kind of continue the story, I thought, well, shoot, I did 55 miles in 12 hours. I just have to do 45 more, and I'll get 100 miles in 24 hours. That seems like a good goal. They had a buckle for that. So I went out and totally bombed out. I blew up after 12 hours and slept and got 67 miles in 24 hours. So I only did 12 additional miles in 12 additional hours. And it was a pretty big disappointment for me. I thought I had a good shot at the 100, and definitely humbled by the experience. And it would take me until the following year to actually get the 100 done. By that point in time, came up with a new strategy for the race that I was able to get that. Country bound, they are asking track list on Steep Life. You have some really great tracks. We'd love to download some. Thank you. I know we're not very good at posting all of the songs that we use, the song names. Sometimes by the time we get the episode edited and out, that's not our top priority. We hope to get more of those on there. We get all of our music from Epidemic Sound, so it's not songs that you'll typically have heard of. They're usually tracks made specifically for this website. We pay a subscription and we license all the music, so we're able to use it within our videos each and every week that we put something out there. So I guess if you want to find out where we get the music, check out Epidemic Sound. Hopefully you can find those out. Don Melton, he asks, any cross-training that you have tried in the past, what worked, what didn't? I'm not huge on cross-training personally. When I'm healthy and in shape, I just like to run. That's the most effective use of my time, it seems like. I used to bike, especially back when I was in college. Even after that, I still lived in Tempe. I would bike quite a bit. Currently, my bike is locked away in my shed and I don't have the key for it, so I have to kind of break in if I want to ride my bike at some point, and it's probably in disrepair. But I currently don't have it's just not a priority to be biking right now. I'm not a swimmer really, and the one thing I do occasionally do is row. I have a rowing machine in my room. I did 500 meters this morning. That's one thing I would really like to do more of going forward. Philip Shepard, he just says, I'm game. That would be a fun episode for Q&A. But didn't actually ask a question. So, hey, Philip, let me know if you have a question next time. I'll get to it. that's all I got for now on those stuff. So other things, I've been trying to work on prioritizing things, and that's it's always hard for me. I very much like to work in a fluid way. Whatever inspires me at the moment, I just like to dive headfirst into and like work on it until it's done. But that's not always the best thing. So I've kind of been just using literally a legal pad of paper here and just writing down ideas and working on checking them off. Kind of bigger picture stuff, stuff that I feel like I should be doing for myself personally and for work here. It's a constant struggle to kind of manage all the like dozens and hundreds of different projects we have going on and things at home. So really that's like a focus of mine for the month of May. The other thing that I'm kicking off soon is my official kickoff training for Hardrock. I've been getting a lot of questions on, will you do another series of training episodes like I did episodes 1 to 28? The answer is I sure hope so. Again, it's tricky because what I did those 28 days was something kind of special, and I really wanted to dive headfirst into the video production and the editing and learn the ropes and everything. And but it is freaking brutal. I mean, editing 3, sometimes 4 hours per day, running 3 to 4 hours per day, working, trying to sleep. I've got my son, at least 20 hours a week right now. So all these pulls on my time, and it's definitely tough. Tough to balance it all, but it doesn't mean that I don't want to, and it doesn't mean that I'm not going to, because I got a lot of drive, I got a lot of passion, and especially when I get up to Colorado this summer, I want to really make some incredible training episodes for you guys. So that's a little preview of what's to come. Stay tuned for official kickoff. Hopefully that will happen this week, maybe tomorrow. So not going to hold myself to anything. I'm not putting pressure on this because that's not a healthy thing that's going to help me. I know that for sure. These episodes aren't going to come out every day. I'm not going to promise epic training montages, and I know that you guys don't expect that, but definitely have the desire to do that because it's a huge passion of mine. It's super fun. It motivates me to make these. It's pretty amazing stuff. I want to go do amazing runs and go to amazing places and share that with you guys because there's just so much cool stuff out there, and I know that there's awesome stuff you guys are doing, and I know you guys want to share it with people. So anyways, let's all just keep motivating each other. I think it's awesome. I'm freaking amped up right now. I'm excited, and it's already 5:20. I've got to get out the door. We've got group run in just over an hour, so I'm going to get a 5-mile run in there. We've got a social going on. I might sneak in a couple extra climbs tonight. A Mountain is just up the road. It'd be nice to get a little more vertical in. With my buddy Turtle in town, the runs we did were a little bit less vert than I would normally do in a week kicking it off. So I'm trying to get back at it with that. One more quick thought. I was looking at my Strava and kind of noticing how freaking pathetic it is. And the phone app only shows so much. You probably won't be able to see this, but I'm looking back, they show essentially 3 months worth of your last runs. This is like early February. I had a 20-mile week, then 15-mile, then 14-mile. That was kind of like this unmotivated month where I had a lot of pressures coming in on me from personal and work and all this. Kicked things into gear with a nice 80-mile week. That was right at the beginning of March. And then I got that the poison plant attack, which dropped me, pretty much fell off a cliff at the beginning of that week. I just did 35 miles with 12,000 feet of climb. And then the next 2 weeks, I really didn't run at all right before Barkley. It was 3 miles and 3 miles each of the next 2 weeks. Barkley, of course, was a 40-hour epic 60-plus mile run, probably close to 40,000 feet of climb or 37,000 feet of climb. And then since then, I've the whole month of April was really focused on recovery, not pushing myself, really taking the time mentally and physically to recover. So I had a 19-mile week, followed by a 21-mile week, followed by 24 miles, and then 16 this last week, kind of, again, struggling a little bit. But already in the first 2 days of this week, Monday and Tuesday, 16 miles, 2,900 feet of climb. So that was that was more than last week in just 2 days, getting another at least 5 in tonight. I think I'm going to shoot to get maybe at least 1,500 feet of climb in after, maybe do A mountain repeats after our social. And then I just want to kind of increase from there. About a year ago, I started putting in about 40 to 50 mile weeks in May and then ramped that up to 80 to 100. I had a peak week of 135 miles with 35,000 feet of climb, a 7-day stretch. Maybe a little excessive, but definitely looking forward to it. So enough of my rambling, guys. So hopefully stay tuned for some clips of my running tonight. When I was in college, I rode for a semester, and we used to meet right over here. Good old dammed up river that they call Tempe Town Lake. But first, a bathroom stop. Guys, it's 101 degrees right now. It's hot. So honestly, guys, what I'm thinking right now is just I want to become a legit athlete again. I feel like I've been putzing around, not really taking it seriously, just getting by with minimal training, and really want to see what my potential is, what I'm capable of. So really, with everything that I got going on, I got to hack my training. So what did I just do? I got here 15 minutes early, knock out a 12-minute run, get an extra 1.2 miles. I'm going to run to the social tonight, throw in a couple extra A mountain repeats right over there, yonder. Gonna hack it, baby. All right, Aravaipa runners, we're gonna get started. If you want to gather around this way. So we gained like 3 new people out of the mid group, stepped up. It's freaking hot. Yeah, this guy's Robbie's doing the marathon Saturday, finishing off the Whiskey Man series. I just went up some steep ass hill, and now I see the fun group. All right, we're midway through here. This pyramid over here is Governor Hunt's tomb. First governor of Arizona. And actually I heard something about him. He's also like the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 7th, 8th, 9th or something like that. Something ridiculous. He was it says right there, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 6th, 7th, and 8th, and 10th governor. He set a national record. Guy must have been badass.
there just about killed me, but man, it feels good to run fast. Like, honestly, makes me feel like a real runner, and super motivating. There's gonna be a lot more of that where that came from. All right, guys, I'm off to the social, and I'm gonna call it a night. All right, see you tomorrow.